All praises to the Creator. Hi. So today we're going to be getting to that Septuagint. We're going to be going into Hosea. So it's called Osee in this Greek manuscript, which is an older Bible than the King James. The word of the Lord, which came to Osee, the son of Beeri, in the days of Oseas, and Joatham, and Achaz, and Ezekias, kings of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, son of Joash, king of Israel, the beginning of the word of the Lord by Osee. And the Lord said to Osee, Go, take to thyself a wife of fornication, and children of fornication, for the land will surely go a-whoring in departing from the Lord. So he went and took Gomer, daughter of Depclam, and she conceived and bore him a son. And the Lord said to him, Call his name Jezreel, for yet a little while, and I will avenge the blood of Jezreel on the house of Judah, and will make to cease the kingdom of the house of Israel. And it shall be in that day that I will break the bow of Israel in the valley of Jezreel. And she conceived again and bore a daughter. And he said to him, Call her name Unpetid, for I will no more have mercy on the house of Israel, but will surely set myself in array against them. Sorry. But I will have mercy on the house of Judah, and will save them by the Lord their God, and will not save them with bow, nor with sword, nor by war, nor by horses, nor by horsemen. For she weaned Unpetid, and she conceived again and bore a son. And he said, Call his name Not My People, for ye are not my people, and I am not your God. Yet the number of the children of Israel was as the sand of the sea, which shall not be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass, that in that place where it was said to them, Ye are not my people, even they shall be called the sons of the living God. And the children of Judah shall be gathered, and the children of Israel together, and shall appoint themselves one head, and shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Say to your brother, my people, and to your sister, pity. Plead with your mother, plead, for she is not my wife, and I am not her husband, and I will remove her fornications out of my presence, and her adultery from between my breasts, that I may strip her naked and make her again as she was at the day of her birth. And I will make her desolate and make her as dry land, and will kill her with thirst. And I will not have mercy upon her children, but they are children of fornication, and their mother went a whoring. She that bore them disgraced them. For she said, I will go after my lovers, that give me my bread and my water and my garments and my linen clothes, my oil and all my necessaries. Therefore, behold, I hedge up her way with thorns, and I will stop the ways. Therefore, behold, I hedge up her way with thorns, and I will stop the ways, and she shall not find her path. And she shall follow after her lovers, and shall not overtake them. And she shall seek them, but she shall not find them. And she shall say, I will go and return to my former husband, for it was better with me than now. And she knew not that I gave her her corn and wine and oil and multiplied silver to her. But she made silver and gold images of Jesus. They have. Not saying they're the same, but that's what we do today, right? Therefore I will return and take away my corn in its season, and my wine in its time. And I will take away my remnant and my linen clothes, so that she shall not expose her uncleanliness before her lovers. And no one shall by any means deliver her out of my hand. And I will take away all her gladness, her feasts, and her festivals, and the new moon, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn assemblies. And isn't that true? Have you practiced the Sabbath and all these feasts your whole life? Has your parents practiced them their whole life? Has their parents practiced these customs their whole life? Come on now. And I will utterly destroy her vines and her fig trees, all things of which she said, these are my hire which my lovers have given me. And I will make them a testimony, and the wild beasts of the field, and the birds of the sky, and the reptiles of the earth shall devour them. And I will recompense on her the days of Baalim, wherein she sacrificed to them, plural gods, and put on her earrings and her necklaces, and went after her lovers. Now what we do today, and forgot me, saith the Lord. That's exactly what we do today. Therefore, behold, I will cause her to err. I will make her as desolate, and will speak comfortably to her. And I will give her her possessions from thence, and the valley of Achor, to open her understanding. And she shall be afflicted there according to the days of her infancy. And if you know anything, you know that the valley of Achor is in the western hemisphere of the United States of America. Valley of Achor. I have it in another lesson. Come on, people. The Temple Dome. The Temple Dome in Jerusalem in the east has a map of America, and it talks about the Valley of Achor in America. Okay? You can link that up with the passages. And she shall be afflicted there according to the days of her infancy, and according to the days of her coming up out of the land of Egypt. Talking about when we came out of Egypt, and we went to Saudi Arabia, and went through Asia up to the great highways, the grand highways, where there was massive migration and trading going on, as Lex and Norris points out. With mass migration, and there is a lot of trade going on between land masses, and America was a focal point where there was 5 trade routes, major trade routes, amongst many other highways, King's highways, that had connected these cities, which connected to the beaches and the ports where other nations could migrate and trade. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that she shall call me my husband, and she no longer call me Baalim. And I will take away the name of Baalim out of her mouth, and their name shall be remembered no more at all. And I will make for them in that day a covenant with the wild beasts of the field, and with the birds of the sky, and with the reptiles of the earth. And I will break the bow and the sword and the battle from off the earth, and I will cause thee to dwell safely. And I will betroth thee to myself forever. Yea, I will betroth thee to myself in righteousness and in judgment and in mercy and in tender compassions. And I will betroth thee to myself in faithfulness, and thou shalt know. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, I will hearken to the heaven, and it shall hearken to the earth. And the earth shall hearken to the corn, and the wine, and the oil, and they shall hearken to Jezreel. And I will sow her to me on the earth, and I will love her that was not loved. And I will say to that which was not my people, thou art my people. And they shall say, thou art higher by God. And higher said to me, go yet and love a woman that loves evil things, and an adulteress, even as the Lord loves the children of Israel, and they have respect to strange gods, and love cakes and dried grapes. So I hired to myself for 15 pieces of silver, and a homer of barley, and a flagon of wine. And I said unto her, thou shalt wait for me many days, and thou shalt not commit fornication, neither shalt thou be for another man, and I will be for thee. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an altar, and without a priesthood, and without manifestations. And afterwards shall the children of Israel return, and shall seek higher, and David their king, and shall be amazed at higher in his goodness in the latter days. Hear the word of higher, ye children of Israel. For higher has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of God in the land, cursing and lying and murder and theft and adultery abound in the land, and they mingle blood with blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and shall be diminished, with all that dwell in it, with the wild beasts of the field and the reptiles of the earth, with the birds of the sky and the fish of the sea shall fail, that neither any one may plead, nor any one reprove another, but my people are as a priest spoken against. Therefore they shall fail, they shall fall by day, and the prophet with thee shall fall. I have compared thy mother unto night. My people are like as if they had no knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee. It's true. Why is he doing this to me? Why does he do this? Like he's up there just like, bam, I got you, fool. Right up. No. Yeah? Sets parameters. You broke those parameters, it's consequences. And then you blame him. He said, you know what, listen, I reject you. You do what you want to do. I could easily tell you, hey, don't do that. But I already wrote it. That thou shalt not minister as priest to me. And as thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, higher, I also will forget thy children, according to their multitude. So they sinned against me. I will turn their glory into shame. They will devour the sins of my people, and will set their hearts on their iniquities. And the priest shall be as the people, and I will avenge on them their ways, and I will recompense to them their counsels. And they shall eat, and shall not be satisfied. They have gone a whoring, and shall by no means prosper, because they have left off to take heed to higher. The heart of my people has gladly engaged in fornication and wine and strong drink. They asked counsel by means of signs, and they reported answers to them by their staves. They have gone astray in a spirit of whoredom, and gone grievously a whoring from their God. They have sacrificed on the top of the mountains, and on the hills they have sacrificed under the oak and poplar, and under the shady tree, because the shade was gone. Therefore your daughter shall go a whoring, and your daughter-in-law shall commit adultery. And I will not visit upon your daughters when they shall commit fornication, nor your daughters-in-law when they shall commit adultery, for they themselves mingle themselves with harlots, and sacrifice with polluted ones. And the people that understood not entangled itself with a harlot. But thou, Israel, be not ignorant, and not up to the house, and not yet men of Judah to Galgala, and go by the living Lord higher. For Israel was maddened like a mad heifer. Now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in a wide place. Ephraim, joined with idols, has laid stumbling blocks in his own way. He has chosen the Canaanites. They have grievously gone a whoring. They have loved dishonor through her insolence. Thou art a blast of wind in her wings, and they shall be ashamed because of their altars. Hear these things, ye priests, and attend, O house of Israel, and hearken, O house of the king, for the controversy is with you, because ye have been a snare in Skopia, and that hunt that prey have fixed. They I will correct you. I know Ephraim and Israel is not far from me. For now Ephraim has gone grievously a whoring. Israel is defiled. They have not framed their counsels to return to their God higher. For their spirit of fornication is in them, and they have not known the Lord. And the pride of Israel shall be brought low before his face, and Israel and Ephraim shall fall in their iniquities, and Judah also shall fall with them. Okay, where am I? Alright, let's start. And Judah orders, and they shall go with sheep and calves diligently to seek the Lord, but they shall not find him, for he has withdrawn himself from them, for they have forsaken Ahihah. For strange children have been born to them. Now shall the cankerworm devour them and their heritage. I didn't mark it in this one yet, but this is the cankerworm. And the cankerworm is indigenous to America, only found in America. So when they're talking about this, the setting is in America. See, Israel is not our name. Israel could possibly just be a made up name and hide our Indian name. But the people in the Bible called the Israelites and the native and the indigenous aboriginals, indigenous tribes of America with the full beards and afro hair are one of the same. Alright. Blow ye the trumpet on the hills. Blow ye the trumpet on the hills. Sound aloud on the heights. Proclaim in the house of On. Benjamin is amazed. Ephraim has come to naught in the days of reproof. Naught. In the Grand Union Station, they call America naught. In many books, they say the knot. You're in the knot. In the Bible, it says you're in the land of knot. I'll put you in the land of knot. This just said cranker worm. Cranker worm is in the land of knot. In tribes of Israel, I have shown faithful dealings. The princes of Judah became as they that remove the bounds. I will pour out upon them my fury as water. One second. Ephraim altogether prevailed against his adversary. He trod judgment underfoot, for he began to go after vanities. Therefore, I will be as consternation to Ephraim, and as a gall to the house of Judah. And Ephraim saw his disease, and Judah his pain. And Ephraim went to the Assyrians, and sent ambassadors to King Jared. But he could not heal you, and your pain shall in no wise cease from you. Wherefore I am as a panther to Ephraim, and as a lion to the house of Judah. And I will tear and go away, and I will take, and there shall be none to deliver. I will go and return to my place until they are brought to naught, and then shall they seek my face. I will go, I will leave you, and return to my place where I lay. This is the Creator, okay? Until they are brought to naught, into a time, into a place which we are today. I just lost it. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. And then shall they seek my face. Today, what are we doing? Seeking wholeheartedly. In their affliction, they will seek me early, saying, let us go and return to higher God, for he has torn and will heal us. He will smite and bind us up. After 2 days he will heal us. In the third day we shall rise and live before him, and shall know him. And let us follow on to know the Lord higher. We shall find him ready as the morning, and he will come to us as early and later rain to the earth. What shall I do unto thee, Ephraim? What shall I do to thee, Judah? Whereas the early dew that goes away, therefore I have mown down your prophets, I have slain them with the word of my mouth, and my judgment shall go forth as the light. For I have mercy rather than sacrifice, and the knowledge of higher rather than whole burnt offerings. But they are as a man transgressing a covenant. There the city Galad despised me, working vanity, troubling water, and thy strength is that of a robber. The priests have hid the way. They have murdered the people of Sisma, for they have wrought iniquity in the house of Israel. I have seen horrible things there, even the fornication of Ephraim there. Even the fornication of Ephraim, Israel and Judah are defiled. Begin to gather grapes for thyself. When I turn the captivity of my people, when I have healed Israel, then the iniquity of Ephraim be revealed, and the wickedness of Samaria, for they have wrought falsehood, and a thief shall come into him, even a robber, spoiling in his way, that they may concert together as men singing in their heart. What does it say? Samaria, the Samaritans, they brought falsehood. Leave that there. How much time we got? Alright, I'll just save the rest. Their wickedness now have their own counsels compassed them about. They have before my face. They gladden kings with their wickedness, and princes with their lies. They are all adulterers, as an oven glowing with flame for hot baking, on account of the kneading of the dough until it leavened. In the days of our kings, the prince began to be inflamed with wine. He stretched out his hand with pestilence fellows. Wherefore their heritage inflame as an oven, while they rage all the night. Ephraim is satisfied with sleep. The morning is come, he is burnt up as a flame of fire. They are all heated like an oven, and have devoured their judges. So Ephraim killed their judges. All their kings are fallen. There was not among them one that called on me. All of Ephraim sinned against the Creator. Ephraim is mixed among his people. Ephraim became a cake not turned. Strangers devoured his cake. Ephraim is mixed among his people. So what does that mean? If let's tear this up. Ephraim is mixed among his people. Ephraim became a cake not turned. What happens to a cake not turned? It becomes super dark. So it is telling you right here